On the 13th day of the Kurukshetra War, the two massive armies remain locked in a brutal stalemate. The Kaurava's decisive countermeasure is the Chakravyuham, a multi-layered circular labyrinth of tightly packed soldiers. It functions as a shifting puzzle. Concentric rings rotate in opposite directions, constantly opening and closing gaps to trap an invading force. The Pandavas have only one warrior who knows how to dismantle this formation, Arjuna, but the enemy has successfully lured him to a distant edge of the battlefield. Without Arjuna's specific knowledge to break the labyrinth, the Pandava army sits paralyzed, facing total destruction. To break the deadlock, Arjuna's teenage son, Abhimanyu, steps forward. He carries a unique advantage. He learned the tactical maneuvers required to penetrate the Chakravyuham while still gestating in his mother's womb. However, this knowledge is incomplete. He stopped listening before the lesson reached its conclusion. He knows the sequence of movements to reach the center, but he lacks the knowledge required to navigate his way back out. By volunteering to lead the charge, Abhimanyu accepts a mission with no planned return to save the rest of his army. Driven by his sense of duty, Abhimanyu crashes his chariot directly into the spinning outer wall of the enemy formation. He executes the maneuvers perfectly, piercing through the rotating rings and exploiting the hidden gaps in the defense. His speed catches the enemy commanders off guard. As he reaches the center, the entire formation loses its symmetry and begins to buckle inward. At that moment, the trap closes. The Kaurava forces block the entrance, isolating Abhimanyu from his support units and leaving him alone in the heart of the labyrinth. Even in this isolation, he holds his ground. He faces multiple legendary commanders at once, repelling their combined attacks. In this moment, the teenager's combat skill turns the enemy's trap into a space where he is the dominant force. The Kaurava leaders realize that their best warriors cannot stop a single youth in fair combat. The war is governed by strict codes of honor, which mandate that combat must remain a series of one-on-one engagements. Fearing a total collapse of their formation, the Kauravas decide to abandon these sacred rules. This diagram shows the shift in tactics. 6 veteran warriors converge on Abhimanyu simultaneously from all sides. The combined assault destroys his chariot, kills his horses, and shatters his bow. Abhimanyu's prowess forced an entire army of veteran giants to discard their own ethical code just to bring him down. Standing in the dust, Abhimanyu is unarmed and surrounded by the wreckage of his chariot. He picks up a heavy wooden wheel from his broken chariot, using it as a shield to deflect the incoming strikes. He continues the fight against these impossible odds until his strength is finally exhausted. When he is eventually struck down, he achieves Veera Marananam, the death of a martyr on the field of honor. The Kauravas held the field that afternoon, but by breaking their own rules to kill a child, they suffered a moral defeat that would haunt them for the rest of the war. In many stories, a hero's journey is defined by finding a way to survive the trap. Abhimanyu's story centers on the moment he chose to enter a labyrinth he knew he could not leave. It suggests that courage is not found in the guarantee of a victory or a safe exit. Instead, it is the commitment to stand by one's duty, even when the outcome is certain to be fatal. His choice remains a study in sacrifice, where the true victory was found in the bravery required to walk into the trap.